Hello everyone, welcome to the 12th session on AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Crash Course. In this session, we are going to discuss about various different AWS developer tools which are available to us to do our DevOps, which is CI/CD, which is going to be continuous integration and continuous delivery or deployment. So there are some set of tools, 5 to 6 tools, which are provided to us by AWS to do the CI/CD. Typical developer develops the code. He needs to create the code, he need to deploy the code, he need to compile the code, and then he need to deploy it in the final application. So the concept of DevOps is the methodology which is used to completely automate this process. Says in simple terms, a developer develops something, writes some code, he pushes the code onto some repository. Once that thing happens, from that place on, that code needs to be compiled and then it needs to be integrated with the application. If everything goes good, then that application needs to be deployed onto production or onto the UAT environment or onto the other environment, depending on how it is going to happen. So this process of code deployment and all these things, it needs to happen in a completely automated fashion. If this thing happens in the automated fashion, then we call it as an DevOps basically. So that's what the DevOps is all about, combining the developer and operations together in a completely automated way. So coming back to the topic, we are going to discuss about various different AWS tools, toolkit, which are going to provide those options. First thing in the category is AWS code commit. You can think of a code commit similar to Git repositories. Git is the one common place where we will store all the information, all our code, all our repositories, right? Similar way, it is provided by AWS in the form of AWS code commit. Code commit provides an integration with Git as well. So you can very well integrate your Git along with the code commit. So you will be having unlimited number of repositories over there, and you can delegate the access using IAM. You can do the encryption using the KMS, and it will provide the collaboration with other users as well. You can integrate code commit with other sorts of mechanism within the AWS, like AWS SNS or Lambda. So you can trigger an event based on the code which is going to be pushed on to code commit. Coming to the next one in the topic, it is going to be code build. Once my code is ready, I need to compile my code. So the AWS offering for code compilation is all about AWS code build. So code build provides the source code, and it runs the source code, and it will run the test, and it will produce the software packages that are ready to be deployed. So everything can be done using the single service, which is the AWS code build. So a lot of pre-configured build environments are there. It uses major tools like Maven, Gradle, and NPM, which are required to do the build task. And AWS code build provide the environments on top of major platforms like Java, Python, Node.js, Ruby, Go, Android as well. So whatever means you are going to do, code build will provide us the compilation option. Once the compilation is done, now we need to deploy our code onto any of the infrastructure. In this case, it is going to be EC2. Say if it is a container, it is going to be using ECS or EKS, or using Fargate as well. So that type of an option of code, deploying the code onto various different AWS infrastructure, that is done using AWS code deploy. So deployment option comes with, if you remember in the Beanstalk, we talked about various deployment options like rolling, loading with additional batch, blue green type of the deployment, immutable deployments. So similar type of options are provided to us using the code deploy as well. Here the blue green options are there. You can track your health, and then either you can stop or you can roll back your deployment using the code deploy. The next thing, it is the code pipeline. Code pipeline is combining stuff together. It is more of the continuous delivery service which helps to automate your release pipelines. As we discussed earlier in this video, say once my code is pushed, automatically all this build process, all this deployment process, everything need to happen. So this code pipeline is the major integration service which integrates everything together so that your code deployment happens in a very seamless way. code pipeline comes with the workflow type of the modeling, where you will get lot of pre-built plugins which will integrate the third party tools such as Jenkins and GitHub as well. So this is how the code pipeline works. It's like you can create a pipeline where you can give the source, it will build, it will test, it will stage, and it will move it to production. So end to end code deployment, everything using the integrated services of code commit, code build, and code deploy. You can orchestrate this using the code pipeline. So what is Code Star? Code Star, it's an holistic stuff. It provides complete end-to-end solution. It integrates the code pipeline as well to it. So it provides a quick development and build environment to deploy the applications on AWS. So it's a complete platform. You can set up the entire CI/CD pipelines within minutes using AWS Code Star, which is simply, in other terms, it's a combination of all the services. So one important thing I added as the part of this slide is AWS Cloud Shell, which is the new introduction as the part of reInvent 2020. So it's a browser based shell. It's previously we used to have this option available with Azure as well, but recently AWS introduced that. So you will be having this command shell which is available in the AWS management console, so that you can directly connect to the various different services. You can write the CLI based tool, CLI based commands using the AWS Cloud Shell. So it is available in AWS management console. It provides 1 GB of space to manage your repositories and all these things together. So this comes to end of the developer tools. It's a quite shorter session. So we are having close to around 5-6 tools on developer tools which you need to know as the part of the exam. I hope this session is informative for you. I'm going to see you in the next lecture.